When it comes to sensory ninja and jutsu, they're one of my favorite aspects of the Naruto series. The idea of someone being able to track the location of a target is something that's always intrigued me, and in the Naruto series we've had some really talented sensory ninja. Tobirama Senju was able to tell the clan lineage of a person just by reading their chakra. Karen Uzumaki was able to sense multiple ninja and distinguish individual chakras. And we all know how busted Naruto's sensory skills are when he enters into his QB chakra modes. However, much to the surprise of many, the wife of Sasuke can now be added to the list of ninja with extraordinary sensory jutsu, and it's very befitting of a woman who calls herself the wife of Sasuke Uchiha that Sakura more than impresses with her new sensory jutsu. The jutsu that Sakura developed after the Versus Momoshiki arc applies sensory abilities with her extreme mastery over chakra control when Sakura used the jutsu in front of Sasuke, and it's even then that Sasuke is left stunned for words. The information is given to us in the Sasuke Resident novel, which was released in Japan a few months ago. During this novel, which I already have a playlist set up for, Sasuke and Sakura are undercover at a prison deep in the country of Odaku, a country that is in a faraway land that it takes ninja like Kakashi over 20 days of running at peak speed in order to reach this land. The reason for their visit is to find a cure for the chakra illness that is taking away Naruto's ability to not only mold chakra, but if left untreated could eventually kill him. It's the very same illness that the Sage of Six Paths once had and was able to find a cure for during the time that he lived in the Rodaku country, in the same area that Sasuke and Sakura are investigating. In this scene, Sakura has managed to outwit one of the prisoners by winning a very complex card game, with Sakura cheating by memorizing the most minute details of the cards, which is a small nod to her training with Tsunade, where Tsunade trained Sakura to look for the smallest of giveaways whenever Sakura is in a fight. Sakura and Sasuke are searching the research library looking for a book that could provide a clear answer on how to cure Naruto of his chakra illness. This search leads them to a portion of the prison that causes Sakura to stop Sasuke before they proceed any further in their search. What I'll do for you guys now is read the scene in question and then come back to you guys my thoughts. But before I go into this, I just want to thank Bethany Rose over on Twitter for her extremely hard work in translating the novel, and it's going to be here that I'm going to quote. The shelves were adorned with spider webs, small and large scrolls stuck between the other books, and bound documents that came in all shapes, forms, and sizes. For a bunch of highly important documents under strict control, they didn't look like they were taken very good care of. In an attempt for searching for traps, Sakura touched the basement wall, releasing chakra onto the surface of the building. By following the movement of her chakra that infused with the building itself, she could get a rough understanding of the entire structure. What's the matter? It looks like there's another room over there behind that wall. Sakura turned her gaze towards the back wall, towards the direction of the main building, closing her eyes to concentrate on her chakra flow. It was a technique that explored the structure of buildings by the movement of her chakra flow through inorganic materials, was something that was unique to Sakura, a master of chakra control. There's a staircase connected to the director's room on the 4th floor. The stairs in the main building shouldn't be any lower than the 1st floor. Are you saying there's a hidden room covered by a single wall in the basement? That second basement was only accessible to the director's room. It's suspicious. Maybe someone would try to hide something important. We'll investigate that later. There's a lot hidden very well here. Now, I gotta say, I love the idea of Sakura having a jutsu like this. I really love it. It's a blend of sensory skill and her own extreme chakra control. Being able to sense the entire layout of the basement, the offices, the hidden rooms, as well as the other floors, all while looking for any traps that might be hiding. It's really amazing when you think about it. See, Naruto is a series about ninja. Ninja are supposed to be stealthy, and yet for the past few years we've seen quite a bit of focus on the chakra powerhouses that are the Naruto characters whenever they enter into a battle. What really made me love her jutsu is the fact that it really reminds me of the Soliton radar from Metal Gear Solid, where it shows the full layout of the area and positions of enemy targets as well as their range of vision. Sakura pretty much has the exact same thing here, which is something I really love because I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, so I totally geeked when I was reading this. Now, you have to remember that the part of the prison that Sasuke's in isn't an ordinary prison by any stretch of the imagination. As shown in Sasuke's battle with Minnow, the creature who devours any person who breaks the rules. It's made very clear to Sasuke and Sakura that if they were to get caught by sneaking around in the forbidden portion of the prison without any type of permission, that they would get the highest of punishments in the prison, which was either going to be getting hanged by their necks by a noose, or they're going to get devoured by Minnow. Sakura debuting this jutsu here just goes to show exactly what she meant when she told Sasuke that there would be aspects of this mission that Sasuke couldn't succeed if he used his normal methods. Sasuke's first train of thought would have been to use the genjutsu to knock out a cellmate or in order to gain intel, but leaving an unconscious body or someone who could be discovered as being under the effects of a genjutsu would only arouse any type of suspicion, especially given that the prison director knows that Sasuke is actually a ninja, as does another major player in the story who, at this point in the story, only Sakura has figured out his true intentions and Sasuke has not yet caught on to it. Sasuke cheated previously in a dice game, using ninjutsu in a very subtle way in order to do so, but there will be no way for him to cheat during the card game without having to expose himself, which is where Sakura came in, using the cheating methods that she learned while she was training with Tsunade during the 3-year time skip. So I thought that was pretty interesting that, you know, we got a little bit of a peek into more of her training with Tsunade. But I want to know from you guys, what do you guys think about this? And now that we know exactly where the Sasuke Wrestling novels take place in the timeline, which for a bit of a clarification, these novels take place, like I was suspecting, they take place after the versus Momoshiki arc, but before we get to the Ao arc in the manga, where you have everything going on with Ao and Kawaki and the Kara organization. So that's where you can place these novels. But I want to know from you guys, so what do you think about Sakura's jutsu? And most importantly, if they were to animate this in the Boruto anime, do you think they'll cut this, or do you think this is one of those scenes that has to stay in there? I'm very curious to know your thoughts. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.